Do you ever feel stuck trying to figure out what to post on your yoga and fitness channel? Don't worry, I've got you covered in this video. I'm going to be sharing 3 simple strategies so that you never run out of content ideas and your audience will love it. Okay, let's get straight into it. The first tip that I'm going to give you today is to answer your audience's questions. So what kind of things are they asking? This doesn't necessarily mean asking you, but what are they typing into Google? What are they thinking? What are their struggles that they're going through? So as an example for yoga, for instance, people aren't necessarily typing in morning yoga class, 10 minutes. They might be, but normally people will type in something a little bit more specific, like how to fit in a 10-minute morning yoga class as a busy mum. That is a good title for a video. Or something like how to get rid of back pain from breastfeeding. That is something that your audience could be struggling with. So you want to find out what kind of things that they're asking, write all these down because this is going to give you so many ideas. And if you are struggling with this, use ChatGPT. Type into ChatGPT, I want to help mums, type in like literally everything that you can think of about this person, okay? So for an example, who have a 5-year-old who struggle with self-care, who works part-time, who is constantly busy, who loves cooking. Can you tell me what 10 questions she might type into Google that she's struggling with right now? ChatGPT is your friend in this, okay? And then you can find so many ideas based off on what ChatGPT says as well. You can probably turn that one question that they ask into like 5 different ones. So this is already going to give you about 50 ideas, hopefully. And if you are really struggling with what questions they ask, go into Facebook groups as well. Go into Facebook groups and see if anyone in there is asking questions on your niche. So again, say you do, I don't know, weightlifting at home for women. Try and find a weightlifting Facebook group for women and see if anyone in there is asking questions and then make a video on that. Because also, if that one person has asked a question, I can guarantee you that somebody else is thinking it. And when you see that question pop up again, you can say, hey, I've got a video on this, let me post it. And then you're going to get that person to watch that video. So what do you think could be one question that your ideal customer is going to ask right now? Let me know in the comments. Tip number 2 is to let YouTube inspire you. So start typing in your niche in the Google search bar and see what comes up with it. So what tends to happen is your writing will come up and then it will give you loads of ideas of what people have typed in after that niche. This is also a really great way to help give you some more content ideas. You can also do this in Google as well. As an example, so for an example, you can type in mum yoga and see what comes up after that. Another thing that you can do with this YouTube search is once you have typed in your niche and loads of things have come up, click on one and then have a look what else comes up with that video, because this will also give you some great ideas. If you would find it helpful for me to go into a little bit more detail with the search strategy, let me know, like this video, and I'll see what I can do. So tip number 3 is to create evergreen content. These are videos that stay relevant all the time. So for example, like yoga classes and fitness classes would normally be relevant all the time. But something like if you were doing a talking video based on a trending topic that's happening right now in this moment and is never going to happen again, COVID, for instance, nobody really talks about that anymore, then that video then will perform at the time, but then later on, nobody's going to click on it, right? Whereas evergreen content are things that people will constantly want to be clicking on. So even things like Thanksgiving yoga, it might be relevant to that time, but also people are going to find that year after year after year as well. So that is also evergreen content. And these types of videos are what's going to bring in views constantly to your channel. You can obviously have some trending videos in there and seasonal videos, but make sure that they are kind of sprinkled in with the evergreen content. This way you always have new viewers finding you and people staying on your channel. And here's a bonus tip for you, tip number 4. Turn one good idea into a series. For example, if your students really loved a power yoga vinyasa that you put up once, do a series with more of these classes in them. You could even have talks in there as well and instructional things. So you could have how to start power yoga. You could have a how to stay consistent in power yoga. You could have a why power yoga is so good for you, and have all these in one playlist, because then the people who like that class are more than likely going to click on the others, and that is how we get people to binge watch our content, which boosts our YouTube channel, boosts their watch hours, and it's going to get you monetized and your business growing faster. If, like me, you love planning and getting all these ideas and knowing exactly where you are going in your YouTube channel, don't forget to download my free YouTube guide down below, because inside there has a checklist, which is basically a planner for when you are recording, editing, and uploading your YouTube videos. So make sure that you grab that, and I will see you in my next video where I'm going to be busting some myths on how to grow your YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.